What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a look at the release schedule for the Digimon TCG. I should be, as you listen to this, at the World Championships in London for the Pokemon trading card game, and yeah, I'm going to be casting, and I am extremely excited. Seriously, check out my Twitter at the Wassy. Go check out that stream. It's going to be amazing. So I figured while I'm away, I could tell you what's going to be coming in terms of the Digimon TCG. Although I will say, as I record this, and if anything changes, I will update before I post the video, nothing's actually been announced. There is nothing currently announced which is coming for the Digimon TCG. But we do know what the next thing coming is going to be, and that is going to be on the 14th of October when we get BT10. I suppose I should mention that as it stands at the moment, BT9 is out, and it's been out for a couple of weeks over in the US. It's not necessarily made it everywhere in the UK. The release schedule's a little bit imprecise, I think it's fair to say. So we'll have to wait on that one for the moment. Point is, we're assuming that one's out. So the next one coming along is BT10, which is Cross Encounter. And we don't have an official release date for this. But we do have a distributor listing, and so far the distributor listings we're using have been very, very strong. Obviously using Japanese artworks, we don't have the English booster pack because it's not been officially announced yet. But we are assuming the 14th of October. This is not confirmed, let's be clear, but it seems incredibly likely, it seems believable, and the distributor listings we've had for release dates have, up till now, they've either been right, or a set has been delayed, and they're not right because there's been a delay, which I don't think we can hold against the distributor. So BT10 then, it's been out for a little while already in Japan. It came out in Japan on May the 27th. There's a 3 or 4 month gap between Japan and us for the sets. And BT10, it's a main set, not one of the EX sets. It looks very cool. Your secret rares, you've got Shoutmon King version, and you've got Jesmon GX, who are both looking very cool. There is Impulse Memory Boost, a Pulsemon themed card in terms of an option card, which makes me very happy indeed. No Pulsemon in the set though. No, only joking, there totally is. We've had a couple sets without. Pulsemon is back, and I am very, very happy. We've also got some other cool stuff. Sakuyamon Maid Mode has been a card that is getting people rather excited, which is rather lovely. We are also getting ourselves Jesmon X Antibody, and this is, of course, the set that brings in Cross Fusion. That is one of the big things about the set. So that is to say that, you know, when you play a card like Shoutmon X5B as an example, you can Digicross 2 with Shoutmon X5 and Bilzimon, which means if you play the two of them under when you play it, you reduce the cost by 2 for each one. So if you put 1 under, you reduce it by 2, but if you put 2 under, you reduce it by 4. And, you know, Digicross is the big new mechanic in this particular set. This is the new thing, and judging by the early results from Japan, Digicross does seem like it has, it's made a little bit of an impact, I think it's fair to say. So a set worth getting a little bit excited about. Also on the 14th of October, we are expecting to get Started X 12 and 13. Again, this is not officially confirmed or announced as I record this. If it's changed, I'll let you know. But that is what we've been seeing. That is a listing we've got. And it is very fair to say that Digimon do like releasing Started X at the same time as sets. Over here in US, Europe, etc., that is a fairly standard thing that Digimon will go and release Started X in line with sets. So that does seem to be about right. One of these focuses around Jesmon. For some reason, Jesmon is just like hyper crazy, super popular. That is Started X 12. And then Started X 13 is all built around Ragnar Lordmon. So yeah, once again, cool stuff, worth getting excited about. And then we should be getting EX03 on the 11th of November. Once again, this is to be confirmed. We do not have official confirmation of this date, but we have a distributor listing which seems to be believable. So we're going to go along with it for the time being. It seems right. Now, EXO3 came out just a couple of weeks ago in Japan. I have actually done an opening of that particular set. I opened a box on this channel. And I'll tell you this. I don't generally tend to overblow my openings. If they're really, really good, I'll tell you, but they're not often really, really good. Because most people's openings aren't really, really good. Not every box is broken. But the box I opened of EXO3 was broken or ridiculous, or however you want to phrase it. It is one of the silliest boxes, and I mean that in a good way, I have ever opened of any game. Do check that opening out. I'll link it in the description. That opening was absolutely nutty and very, very cool. Now, EXO3, your super rares, you've got your Imperial Digimon Fighter Mode and your Examon. And then you've got exciting cards like Imperial Digimon Dragon Mode is coming in. And, you know, who doesn't love Imperial Digimon Dragon Mode? We've got a new Dark Digimon, and I like Dark Digimon. Dark Digimon seems pretty gosh darn cool. And, of course, it is a set that brings in the 4 Great Dragons. So you got a whole bunch of cool stuff. You know, Gold Digimon, you can return a card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits from your trash to your hand when Digivolving. And then when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 power for the turn. And then you can return a Magnagimon as a Longmon and Megagimon from your trash to the bottom of your deck to trash the top 2 cards of your opponent's security. And then obviously, yes, you've got Magnagimon, Azulongmon, and Megagimon that are your 4 Great Dragons in addition. It seems like a very cool thing. There isn't really a new mechanic in this set, so to speak. But that is there, and that is very, very cool indeed. Although I should mention, there might not be anything like Digicross. There is actually a new keyword skill evade, like we see on Cordramon, which is to say when it would be deleted, you can suspend the Digimon to prevent that deletion. So there's no big new mechanic, but there is actually a new keyword skill. You probably should know about that. And that is a very cool set, which is very much worth getting a little bit excited about. Now, that's where Japan are up to in terms of their releases at the moment, but there are 2 other releases which Japan have gotten, or, have revealed to be getting, I should say, that we can take a little bit of a look at as well. So they have had confirmation of BT11, which is Dimensional Phase. Now, this is coming out on the 30th of September in Japan. I am assuming a January release here. No, I can't be sure, but assuming a 3 to 4 month gap, etc., a January release seems about right. That seems fair. If it's not January, it's going to be February. I can't imagine that they would get it out in December. That seems like a little bit of a rush. Plus, they're releasing EXO3 in November, on the 11th of November. That is when you release a set that you want to sell in the run-up to Christmas. You don't then release another set a month later. So January, I feel pretty gosh darn confident, but there is a chance that it ends up slipping into February. But it's going to be one of those 2, okay? I think January could end up slipping to February. And we've not seen a huge amount about this set yet, unfortunately. We've had an initial reveal of the set, but we've not had anything more than that. I'm sorry, I wish we had. I wish I could give you more information. As it stands at the moment, the initial reveal is all we've actually seen. But hey, it's better than nothing. And what we've been told here is that they're reprinting cards with new parallel designs of 3 different cards. And it's clearly All Force Digimon, Chaos Digimon, and Mastermon. You can see them in the silhouettes. There is also a box purchase campaign. So when you buy a booster box, you get yourself a little deck box. Although it is a paper card case, don't get particularly excited. So we know it's coming. We can see some of those Digimon on the front of the pack there that we know we're going to be getting. Information about that set is a little bit sparse at the moment. Obviously, over on this channel, I will, as soon as I know anything, I'll share it with you. That's what I do, ladies and gentlemen. That's my jam. As soon as we know anything, I will absolutely update you, but I'm afraid that's all we know. And then there is one other thing that has been revealed for Japan. That is Starter Deck 14, and Starter Deck 14 is the Beelzemon Starter Deck. Once again, I'm afraid we just don't have very much knowledge about this at all. It has been officially revealed now, which is lovely, and we do know that it does focus around Digimon, and we know that it is coming out in October of this year. We've not been shown any cards, we've not been given a huge amount of information. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you for the moment, but as always, when more is revealed, I will share it with you. Then there are a few other things we can talk about just very quickly that are also scheduled to be coming out in the not too distant future. These aren't sets or starter decks, we're talking about kind of promo packs, so we're not going to spend a huge amount of time on these ones, but we do need to mention them. So Playmat and Card Set 1 was supposed to be out in June. I'm going to mention this one super quickly, because even though it's due for release in June, I've not seen this, and this has promo cards in, so I'm looking out for this one. My general rule is, if they've got promo cards, I'll buy them. If it's just playmats and sleeves, I'm not going to buy them, because I don't have infinite money, but I do like promo cards. And this does bring us alternate arts cards of Gilmon, Gallantmon, Renamon, Sakuyamon, Terriamon, Megagargamon, Impmon, and Leomon. So, yeah, I'm going to be picking this one up. It should be out by now, but I know not everywhere's had it, so it needs to be mentioned just very quickly. But the way more exciting one is the Playmat and Card Set 2, which is Floral Fun. Now, this is the one that really excites me. Again, it's a Playmat set, right? So you've just got Playmat and cards. That's what the Playmat and Card Sets are, Playmat and 8 cards. And here you've got reprints of Tentamon, Patamon, Gomamon, Beamon, Palmon, Agamon, Gatomon, and Gabumon. But look at the art, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the art. Yeah, this is one I am very excited about. This is due for release in September. I have a birthday in September. But there are like a billion things coming out in September. So, I don't know. I'll get it at some point. We then have the Tamer Set Volume 5, which is currently scheduled for release in September. Here we've got playmat and sleeves, and on the one hand, I really appreciate that this is clearly the evolved version of the Boosters 0.0 artwork. I think that is awesome and adorable, and I love it. And on the other hand, it's playmat and sleeves, and I don't have infinite money, so this one might be a skip. And then the last thing we need to mention quickly is Tamer Set Volume 5. This is the X-Antibody one, currently due for release in December. And we've got X-Antibody, we've got artwork from 2 cards you might recognise, weirdly not from the same set. And then we've got sleeves coming in here as well. It's cool, but let's not go over the top here. If you like the sleeves and playmat, yay! If you don't, skip them. No one will be any the wiser. These aren't the most exciting things, but they did need to be mentioned. And now we're done, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's scheduled, that's what's coming out. And as always, when new stuff is released or revealed, when we have word of new products in Japan, or when those products are coming out over here, I will be here, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what I do. So tell me what you're excited about and what you're going to be picking up in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.